Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to take you on a heartfelt journey into a world that holds a special place in many of our hearts, a garden that symbolizes love, dreams, and the bittersweet passage of time. As we walk through this garden together, I invite you to feel the emotions that bloom within it and reflect on your own experiences of love and loss. There was a garden that bloomed in the heart of a young dreamer. It was a place where life flourished, filled with vibrant colors and the sweet scents of blossoms dancing in the gentle breeze. This garden was a sanctuary, a retreat from the chaos of the outside world. Here, laughter echoed through the air, and each flower told a story of its own. As a child, the dreamer would roam through the garden's winding paths, feeling the warmth of the sun kissing their skin and the soft grass beneath their feet. Each corner revealed new wonders. The brilliant red roses standing proudly, their petals vibrant and alive, while delicate white lilies swayed gracefully, whispering secrets to the wind. The old oak tree offered shade, a comforting presence where the dreamer would sit for hours, lost in thought and wonder. But as seasons changed and years passed, the dreamer found themselves drawn away from this magical place. Life, with its responsibilities and challenges, pulled them in different directions. The garden, once a sanctuary, began to fade from their mind, overshadowed by the demands of adulthood. Yet, deep inside, the love for this garden never truly vanished. It lingered like a soft echo in the corners of their heart. Years later, when the dreamer returned to the garden, a wave of nostalgia washed over them. They approached the gates, their heart racing with anticipation. But what they found was a sight that took their breath away. The garden was not as they had left it. The vibrant flowers had wilted, the paths overgrown with weeds, and the laughter that once filled the air had faded into silence. The garden, once bursting with life, now stood still, a shadow of its former self. This moment was heavy with emotion. The dreamer felt a mix of sorrow and longing, reflecting on how love can change, just like the seasons. Memories flooded back, the joy of carefree days, the warmth of the sun, and the laughter shared beneath the old oak tree. Each recollection was a reminder of the beauty and pain that comes with love. As they wandered through the garden, the dreamer realized that love, much like nature, requires care and attention. It needs to be nurtured, cherished, and protected. With every step, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. Perhaps it was time to bring this garden back to life. The dreamer knelt down, pulling out the weeds, and slowly, painstakingly began to clear the path. With each flower they tended to, they poured their heart into the soil. The act of nurturing became a meditation, a way to reconnect with the love that had once flourished here. As they worked, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a warm glow over the garden. It was as if nature was joining in, encouraging the dreamer to continue. Days turned into weeks, and slowly the garden began to transform. New shoots broke through the earth, reaching for the light. The vibrant colors started to return, and with them, the laughter and joy that had once filled the air. The dreamer found solace in this labor of love, discovering that through nurturing the garden, they were also healing their own heart. With each blossom that emerged, the dreamer felt a deep connection to the memories of their past. They recalled the time spent here with loved ones, sharing secrets and dreams, planting new seeds of hope together. The garden was not just a physical space. It was a tapestry of emotions woven with the threads of love and connection. One day, while tending to the flowers, the dreamer heard soft laughter echoing through the garden. Startled, They looked up to see a small child running through the blooming flowers, a little girl with bright eyes and an infectious smile. She seemed to embody the spirit of joy that had long been missing. Curious, the dreamer approached her and asked, "What brings you to this garden?" The little girl beamed, her face glowing with excitement. "I came to play. This place is so beautiful. I love the flowers and the colors. Can I help you?" In that moment, the dreamer felt a wave of warmth wash over them. They realized that the garden still held magic, and that magic could be shared. Together, they spent the day planting new seeds, painting rocks with bright colors, and laughing amidst the flowers. The little girl's presence rekindled the dreamer's spirit, reminding them of the pure joy that comes from nurturing love, both for oneself and for others. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the garden, the dreamer and the little girl sat beneath the old oak tree. "This garden is special," the girl said, her voice filled with wonder. "It's like a secret place where dreams come true." "Yes," the dreamer replied, feeling tears of gratitude welling up in their eyes. "It is a secret place where love grows, but we must always take care of it. Love needs us to nurture it, just like these flowers." From that day on, the little girl visited the garden regularly, bringing laughter, joy, and fresh energy. Together, they continued to tend to the flowers, watch them bloom, and celebrate the beauty of life. The garden transformed into a vibrant sanctuary once more, a testament to the power of love shared between generations. But as the seasons changed, so did their friendship. The little girl grew older, and the dreamer noticed that the visits became less frequent. Life's demands began to pull her away, just as they had once pulled the dreamer away from the garden. One day, the dreamer found themselves alone in the garden, staring at the flowers they had nurtured together. A pang of sadness struck them as they thought about the fleeting nature of time and love. Yet, amidst this sadness, a realization began to bloom, a profound understanding of the cycle of love. Love is not just about holding on, it's also about letting go and allowing others to grow. The dreamer remembered the joy they had shared with the little girl, the laughter and the magic of those moments. Even if their paths diverged, the love they cultivated in the garden would remain, rooted deeply in their hearts. As the garden entered a new season, the dreamer made a promise to continue nurturing it, not only for themselves, but for anyone who might need a sanctuary in the future. They envisioned a day when someone else might wander into this garden, just as they once had, and feel the same warmth and love that had filled their own heart. And so the dreamer created a little sign at the entrance of the garden, a simple message written in bright colors. "Welcome to the Garden of Love, where dreams bloom and hearts find solace. Please take a flower and know that love grows here." With that sign, the garden became a community space, welcoming anyone who sought its beauty. Neighbors began to visit, sharing stories, laughter, and even their own dreams. The garden blossomed into a vibrant hub of connection, filled with people coming together to celebrate life, love, and friendship. As the dreamer watched this transformation unfold, they realized that love is not confined to a single relationship. It is expansive, allowing us to touch many lives. The garden, once a solitary place, now thrived with the energy of shared experiences, bringing people together and reminding them of the beauty that exists in their connections. Years went by, and the dreamer aged, but the garden remained a timeless place of love and joy. Each year, they hosted gatherings where people would come to celebrate the blooming flowers, share stories, and pass on the lessons of love they had learned. On one particular spring day, under the blooming cherry blossoms, the dreamer found themselves surrounded by friends, families, and even the little girl, now a young woman, who had returned to the garden. They embraced, tears of joy in their eyes, as they marveled at how the garden had flourished, just like their friendships. "It's still beautiful," she said. Looking around at the vibrant flowers, the young woman breathed in deeply, her eyes shimmering with nostalgia. "I've missed this place," she said, her voice a mix of joy and longing, as if each petal held a cherished memory. The dreamer smiled back, a wave of warmth enveloping their heart. "This garden is a testament to all the love we've shared. It will always be here, waiting for us to return," they replied, their voice soft but resolute, echoing the enduring bond they had nurtured together. And so the cycle continued. New friendships blossomed, love was shared, and the garden thrived with life. In this sacred space, the dreamer understood that love never truly fades. It simply transforms and grows, just like the flowers that bloom every spring, each one a reminder of the connections that enrich our lives. As we draw to a close on this journey through the garden of love, let's take a moment to reflect. Each of us carries a garden within our hearts. No matter how neglected it may feel at times, it can always bloom again with patience, understanding, and a little help from those we love. Love is a living, breathing thing, full of potential, and it's never too late to cultivate it anew. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful journey today. May you find your own garden of love, and may it flourish in your heart forever. Each bloom is a promise, each fragrance a memory, reminding us that love is always within reach, waiting to blossom once more.